All right, welcome. I wanted to show you an activity that you can do at home with some things you might have lying around to engage your children in developing some of their hand muscles, right? Their pincher grasp, which is good for holding crayons or pencils for writing. So what I have here is what we call a tonging work. I have a pair of tongs, 2 bowls to transfer in, and I have it sitting on a tray, and then I have some cotton balls. Now you might have pom-poms or some other small items that they would be able to transfer. It's also important that the child can actually grasp and be able to pinch the tongs themselves. Their hands aren't really strong, so it's something to keep in mind if you had a pair of tongs that they could use, or if you did not, they could simply use their fingers, again developing that pincher grasp, and just post it. I will start with tongs. We go from left to right. That's how we learn to read, and that's how we learn to write. And usually, if I'm presenting this to a child, I really wouldn't be talking, because when I'm talking, they're paying attention to my words and not necessarily to what's being shown. So that might be something as well to keep in mind when you're showing them how to do something, to just don't have the words. Just let them watch you and let all that attention and focus go on to what is happening in front of them. But for this purpose, since we're online doing some distance learning, we will present it with me kind of walking you through it. So I like to have the tongs in the middle if you're using them. And that way, a child can either use their left hand or use their right hand. They can go ahead and pinch them, take their cotton ball, move from left to right, and fill up the empty bowl. Now sometimes they might take 2, and that's okay. But taking one at a time would be a nice way for them to just practice and slow down and concentrate. And that's with the tongs. And then if you wanted them to do it again, you would just get the work ready again and have it full bowl on the left with the empty bowl on the right. Or the child could just use their fingers and pinch them and fill up the bowl, and they might take 2 at a time. Again, it would be nice for them to just take 1 at a time to really focus on what they're doing. And there you are. Again, when we're all done, we keep the items on the tray and we get it ready to begin again. We usually do this when the child's moved on to something else. If they cleaned up after themselves and put things away and didn't do it quite the way you thought they should, let them walk away first, so they don't think that what they did wasn't good enough. So you could go ahead and just let them move on, and then you could just kind of get it ready for them to come and explore later on. If you set up a little area in your home, it would be wonderful for them to just come and try to take different things off a shelf or a little table and to do some works. So this is our tonging work using cotton balls. And again, you can use something else that you might have, say pom-poms or something like that. Thank you for joining me.